Namaste, Sitaram, a pleasant good morning. Welcome to Rudraaya. I am your host, Nisha Sharma, and Rudraaya is being brought to you with the kind compliments of Maharaja Diamond Air. And of course, our mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 34 in Scarborough, with Tapscott and McNichol being our closest intersection. So, I hope you guys had a wonderful Diwali. I know Diwali was, last week, Sunday. And of course, right here at Maharaja Diamond Air, we celebrated in the morning as well as during the day at our homes. And then we came back in the evening and we had a festive celebration. So I hope that, Mother Lakshmi brings you all great health, wealth, and happiness as we begin a new year. To align with that, we'll now join our spiritual leader, Pandit Ravi Sharma, for our pravachan. Enjoy.
Shriman Narayan, Shriman Narayan,
Shriman Narayan, Shriman Narayan,
Shriman Narayan, Shriman Narayan,
Shriman Narayan, Shriman Narayan,
Shriman Narayan, Narayan, Narayan,
Shriman Narayan, Narayan, Narayan,
Om Bhagavan Narayan, Narayan, Narayan,
Bhagwan Narayan, Narayan, Narayan,
Hari Om Narayan, Narayan, Narayan,
Hari Om Narayan, Narayan, Narayan,
Bhagavan Narayan, Narayan, Narayan,
Bhagwan Narayan, Narayan, Narayan,
Hari Om Narayan, Shriman Narayan,
Hari Om Narayan, Shriman Narayan,
Bhagavan Narayan, Shriman Narayan,
Bhagwan Narayan, Shriman Narayan,
Hari Om Narayan, Narayan, Narayan.
Hari Om Narayan, Narayan, Narayan.
Devotees here is indicated, there are devas. They began to look upon the heavenly region. And so they offer their prayer, their salutations towards the Lord, that what will happen now? Will all their effort go in vain? Will they lose in this? Will they not become the victor? And so the Lord came in the form of this tortoise, the form of this turtle, called as a Kumbha avatar. And so as he came in this Kurma avatar, it is said that the journey itself continued. Om Namo Narayana, Hari Om Namo Narayana,
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 Om Namo Narayana, Hari Om Namo Narayana.
Incarnation that we have been told that Lord Bhagavan Narayan has taken many manifestations when there was a call to the devotees. But upon this many manifestation, 24 themselves are given as most prevalent, and from this 24, 10 is pulled out from this 24 that constitutes or speaks on that which we call as evolution. And so it is indicated that the Lord Bhagavan Narayan, to protect his devotees, he comes as this Kurma avatar, the form of this turtle, on which the mountain he goes under, and the mountain now seats upon this Kurma avatar, this turtle, this tortoise. And so they continued their journey. And as they continued their journey, it is indicated that many wonderful things came out. Uchai Shravasa. Uchai Shravasa is called as the horse itself that it is called as a white horse that Indradeva himself he rides upon. It is indicated on many different type of Ayurvedic, different leaves that we use in puja, like such we use as pan leaf and mango leaf and all of these different things. All of these themselves came out from the churning of this ocean. Hence, that's why it was advisable that these leaves themselves, they carry such potent and divine energy upon it. So why should we not use other type of grass as opposed to durva? Durva we all know is called as dub or kusha or tulsi. Why can we not go and pick the lawn grass? Many ask. Use what we have in the country, some state. You can use, I'm not telling you don't use it. However, I'm telling you that whatever Shastra tells us, it speaks about the potency or the spiritual benefit one derives from using such holy leaf. And absent of it, then one will use what we call as chawal or we call as akshatam or rice. So it is not that we go and just pick up anything, any type of rice and any type of thing and use it. Our scriptures makes clear comment on this. Suffice it to say, it is indicated that good things came out and also not too good. The halahal poison came out from this children of this ocean. And so Bhagwan Shivaji himself was called, on which he came and he engulfed it most easily. He was called as Nilakanta. Nila itself means dark in color, blue in color. And so he was given this name. It is said that this poison was so ferocious, it was burning the world. And when Bhagwan Shivaji came and he was drinking it, that Goddess Parvati, she comes and she puts her hand right by the neck. And so it allowed only this poison to remain right here. Devotees has indicated that in life we all have to learn the lessons that has been derived from it. We do not let the poison of the environment of others themselves enter into mainstream for us. But Goddess Parvati teaches us a beautiful lesson that she comes and she stops it. We can choose to stop the poisonous environment of others that it will cause upon us, or you can allow that to enter mainstream into you and cause turmoil and cause havoc in your own life. So it is your choice. Goddess Parvati says, stop it right here. If you stop it right here on the spot, I'm not interested in what others have to say upon my spiritual upliftment about my pathway that I've chosen. But make sure it's a right pathway. Make sure that which you uplift yourself, you uplift others. Uddri Atma Atmanam. And so Bhagwan Shankar, he drinks this poison. Everyone, Bholna, Jai Bholenath, they offer their salutations unto him. Om Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara Hara
Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara Hara
Om Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara Hara
Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara Hara
Jai Girijapati Dina Dayala Sada Karat Sandana Pratipala Jai Girijapati Dina Dayala Sada Karat Sandana Pratipala Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara Hara
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 Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya
Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya
Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Shankara Om Hara Hara
Hare Hare Jai Shankara Om Hare Hare
Om Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara Hara
Hare Hare Jai Shankara Om Hare Hare
My dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed this morning's pravachan. We'd like to remind you that we are preparing for our November 16 event, Om Shanti Om, and it is promising to be a wow event. The tickets are $25 and it includes dinner. Now, we are urging you to come early because we are going to be serving dinner at the beginning of the program. So there's not going to be any dinner served during the concert because we are serving you at the beginning. So from 5 to 6 p.m. dinner will be served, and then dinner closes off by 6:30, and the concert starts at 7, and we go straight up until 10:30. So please ensure that you share this with your friends. We are asking you to get your tickets early because it is a catered event and we need to know how much meals to prepare because it's a catered event, which is dinner. So please get your tickets early. We have distributors all over the GTA. We are willing to just get a phone call from you, come by and drop off your tickets. So please don't hesitate. I know a lot of you are saying you're going to get your tickets at the door, but we are urging you to please get your tickets before so we are able to cater the event with respect to the number of guests we are expecting. We will now join Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon for our health segment.
Sitaram and welcome to Health Corner. I am Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon and today we will be talking about colds and flu. Colds are very common around this time of year and I am sure we are all familiar with the symptoms. These include cough, sore throat, runny nose, nasal congestion, headache, and sometimes a fever. The onset of symptoms is usually 1 to 3 days after being exposed to someone who has the cold and can last between 7 and 10 days. There are over 200 different viruses that cause the common cold, but the symptoms and treatment tend to be the same. The key point is that the common cold is caused by viruses, not bacteria. This means that antibiotics do not have an effect on the common cold. There are adverse effects of taking antibiotics when they are not needed, and so this is why your doctor usually will not prescribe antibiotics if you have the common cold. So how do we treat the common cold? It is important to realize that our own immune system is the best treatment for the cold. Studies have repeatedly shown that there are no medication or herbal remedies that can shorten the duration of the cold. However, there are things that we can do to help us feel better for the time that we have the cold and to support our immune system while it fights off the infection. The first is to ensure that you take your fluids, either as a drink or soup, since even mild dehydration is common and can make symptoms worse. The second is to get adequate sleep, since even mild sleep deprivation is associated with decreased immune function and increased risk of infection. The next is to take either acetaminophen or ibuprofen as needed for the fever, sore throat, and muscle aches. For relief of nasal congestion, nasal decongestion sprays can sometimes be effective, but so can the use of nasal irrigation with saltwater solution. Everything I just said could be summarized by the old sayings that I am sure we have all heard when younger. Eat your soup, get your sleep, take your Panadol, and a little bit of seawater helps clear the sinuses. So what is the flu? The flu or influenza has many of the same symptoms as the common cold, but there are some key differences. In addition to the cough, nasal congestion, and sore throat that you see in the common cold, with the flu you may get very high fevers, severe body and joint aches, severe headaches, red and watering eyes, and sometimes nausea and vomiting in children. The flu typically lasts around 2 weeks. Because of the similar symptoms, it may be difficult to distinguish between the common cold and the flu in the first few days. The flu is caused by a specific type of virus, the influenza virus. Influenza can be devastating to those that are susceptible. Every year, 500,000 people die around the world from the flu. The best treatment of the flu is prevention. Regular hand washing is a very simple and effective method of decreasing transmission. The most effective method is to get your flu vaccine, especially if you're one of the high-risk groups. This includes children, the elderly, healthcare workers, those with diseases such as asthma, diabetes, and heart disease, and anyone who is immunocompromised. Since the influenza virus changes from year to year, the vaccine also has to change to match this, which means that it is important to get the new vaccine every year. Hopefully this overview of colds and flu can help you understand these conditions a bit better as we enter the cold and flu season. Thank you for joining me today on Health Corner, and I look forward to speaking with you again next week on Rudraaya.
Maharaja Diamond Air presents an evening of fantasy, Om Shanti Om, on Saturday, November the 16th. Created by renowned music director Rahman Khan, with a versatile team of sensational singers, Shobha Shekhar, Jay Solanki, and Bisram Devkinandan. Tickets are only $25 and it includes dinner. Location is Chinkuzi Secondary School, and there's a host of different individuals and venues that you could obtain your tickets from. So please be sure to join us for this amazing event. My dear viewers, we are at the corporate segment of Rudraaya, so we'll get straight into our host, Kamalji from Lotus Funeral Home.
Sitram and Namaste. My name is Kamal Bardwaj, and I am a licensed funeral director and the owner of Lotus Funeral Cremation Center. Losing a loved one can be a very painful event. After someone passes away, you may feel lonely, isolated, and feel great pain. These reactions are the normal emotional reaction of grief. Everyone grieves differently, so how a person's mind and body reaction to a loss will vary from person to person. Some of the symptoms of grief a person may feel are guilt, sadness, discomfort, denial, sleeplessness. During the grieving process, there are usually a series of emotional stages such as shock, numbness, guilt, anger, and denial. At the same time, a person may not want to eat, experience sleeplessness, lack of energy, or a lack of interest in certain activities. Many say grief is like an open wound, which must become healed through time. Healing is a process that allows ourselves or gives permission to ourselves to heal. In the healing process, you may have to allow yourself to accept the pain of the loss. As mentioned, time is an important part in the grieving process. As time goes on, days, weeks, months go by, the person who has suffered the loss usually experiences emotional and physical reactions. The path on this journey is ultimately leading to the acceptance of the loss and moving on with life. If the loss is extremely difficult for someone, where the effects result in severe loss of weight or depression or chronic sleeplessness and energy, then it is likely the time to seek professional help. Lotus Funeral Cremation Center is always available to service your needs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are centrally located, minutes off Highway 401, so if you live in the East End or in the West End, we are easily accessible. Remember, we can provide all the puja items for a funeral arrangement, including a kirtan group. All the mic systems and screens for your visual presentations are in all the rooms. The crematorium is located within the building, so we never have to travel to another place for a cremation. The crematorium is large, and there are no restrictions for the number of people who are allowed into the space. So the cremation can be a very private, for family, or a large event for all your family and guests. There are rooms to accommodate 500 people seating for the large viewings, to smaller rooms for the families that will have less people. We understand that an evening of viewing is also time for socializing, so at Lotus Funeral Cremation Center, the viewing times always go beyond the ending time, and we never rush anyone. For more information, please contact me at the number on the screen. Thank you, and see you next week on Rudraaya.
Life is beautiful. but death is inevitable. I realized this when my dad passed away. So much pain, and amidst all this, the worry of arranging a funeral. Thankfully, in all this, Kamal stood by me. From the viewing to the cremation, he arranged it all at one location. Once someone is gone, they don't come back. But Lotus Funeral Home knows how to give them a respectable farewell.
Lotus Funeral Home. Life must be celebrated.
Maharaja Diamond Air presents an evening of fantasy, Om Shanti Om, on Saturday, November the 16th. Created by renowned music director Rahman Khan, with a versatile team of sensational singers Shobha Shekhar, Jay Solanki and Bisram Devkinandan. Tickets are only $25 and it includes dinner. Location is Chinkuzi Secondary School, and there's a host of different individuals and venues that you could attain your tickets from. So please be sure to join us for this amazing event. Maharaja Diamond Air presents an evening of fantasy, Om Shanti Om, on Saturday, November the 16th. Created by renowned music director Rahman Khan, with a versatile team of sensational singers Shobha Shekhar, Jay Solanki and Bisram Devkinandan. Tickets are only $25 and it includes dinner. Location is Chinkuzi Secondary School, and there's a host of different individuals and venues that you could attain your tickets from. So please be sure to join us for this amazing event. My dear viewers, I have here with me Miss Diwali 2019, Shivani Mahadeo. Now, for those of you who attended the pageant a couple of weeks ago, you would have seen how spectacular Shivani was and how she performed, and the reason behind why she was crowned Miss Diwali 2018. And of course, she represented Maharaja Diamond Air at this pageant, and we are so proud that she brought the crown home again for us. And this is a 2-year streak winning, because of course last year Ravisha Sharma was also crowned Miss Diwali 2018 and represented Maharaja Diamond Air. So Shivani, I am so excited to hear about what you're going to be doing for this year, and of course the advice that you're going to be given to our youths in terms of, because I know you volunteer so much out there in the community, and we're really excited to see how we are going to engage our youths and really get them to at least do some of what you do so good out there in the community. So Shivani, Mahadeo.
So as you were saying, I do do a lot of volunteer work within my community, and I think that is something important for youths to focus on. It's important to remember, that hands that help are holier than lips that pray. Getting involved in your community is very simple. Personally, I volunteer at a nursing home, I tutor, I teach within my mandir. For youth, it's vital. It's our time now. We can get involved in our communities, in your schools, in your mandir, through simple actions, helping other people. For this year, my plans are to continue doing what I've been doing, my affiliation with the Air Cadets, my volunteer work within my mandir and outside as well.
So there you have it, folks. Shivani is a busybody and busy doing community work. So she's truly an inspiration for all our youths and even some of our adults as well. So Shivani, this is not the last you're going to be seeing of Shivani on Rudraaya, but this is her first appearance on Rudraaya, and over the year, the months to come, we will be having Shivani come onto Rudraaya and share with us how great and how thrilling her journey is, this journey towards educating and teaching youths and getting them to be more active out there in their community. So Shivani, congratulations again, and thank you so much for gracing us with your beautiful presence, and we really look forward to seeing you on November 16th at our Om Shanti Om event. So for those of you who missed Shivani at the pageant, you will get an opportunity to meet her in person at Om Shanti Om on November 16th. So thanks again, Shivani.
Thanks so much.
Namaste. Maharaja Diamond Air presents an evening of fantasy, Om Shanti Om, on Saturday, November the 16th. Created by renowned music director Rahman Khan, with a versatile team of sensational singers Shobha Shekhar, Jay Solanki and Bisram Devkinandan. Tickets are only $25 and it includes dinner. Location is Chinkuzi Secondary School, and there's a host of different individuals and venues that you could attain your tickets from. So please be sure to join us for this amazing event.
कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आ जो है समा कल हो न हो हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो जो है समा कल हो
Maharaja Diamond Air, in collaboration with Rudraaya TV, wants to thank our kind sponsors for our upcoming event, Om Shanti Om. Lotus Funeral Home, Dr. Chabi Bhukmohan, AKG Group Limited, Kalidas Nagesar, Rams Welding, Extra Staffing Solutions, End of the Roll, Parasram Bhagwandas, Nigel Mohan, Janak Prasad, ENF Display, Drupati's Roti and Doubles Ajax, Connect Freight, Stanley Ramdat, EMK Transport, and Accurate Auto Repair. So a special thanks to all our sponsors for Om Shanti Om. My dear viewers, we are at the end of another segment of Rudraaya. I hope you've enjoyed today's segment. And of course, we're reminding you that to please get your tickets early for the Om Shanti Om event. You've seen multiple clips of the event today during Rudraaya. And would like to thank our sponsors for the event. As you've seen today, there was a slideshow with all our sponsors who came forward and they contributed to the success of this event. So we'd like to say thanks to all of them, and we're looking forward to see you on November 16th. We'd like to thank our kind sponsors at Maharaja Diamond Air, as well as our executive producer Gari Khan for making Rudraaya possible. So until we meet again next week, have a blessed week. Namaste.
हे पार्वती पति शिव जी की जय जय
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 बोले की जय जय शिव जी की जय जय बोले की जय जय शिव जी की जय जय बोले की जय जय शिव जी की जय जय